Just proud to be here today. It's a terrific thing that Hazleton Area High School puts this on for the veterans in the community. I've been all over the place, and you don't always see a high school step up like this, so I think it's an outstanding thing that we do here.
That's just some of the reaction to a wonderful Veterans Day tradition held recently at Hazleton Area High School. Welcome to SSPTV Community News. I'm Lisa Sugart. We were there for this very special ceremony and reception, now in its 8th year at the high school. The program featured a delicious breakfast, interaction with students and veterans, and many thanks for those who served.
We have people in this room who have fought in the Korean, Vietnam, and the Second World War. The people sitting in this room have fought for their country and should be proud of that. We are proud to have you here this morning.
One of those who served in Korea, Bruce Huttenstein. He served in the U.S. Navy aboard the battleship the USS Wisconsin.
We were over there in 1950. We relieved the USS New Jersey in 1950. In 1952, my ship got hit over there. 3 sailors got wounded, nobody got killed. And a 155 millimeter gun fired 5 rounds at us. 4 missed us, but 1 hit us, hit the bow.
Also in the crowd, State Representative Dane Watrow, who came to recognize those who served. However, he himself is a veteran of the United States Army.
It's completely humbling, and attending this event today, 2 things I think of when I think of Veterans Day is freedom and liberty. And they're the 2 things that I thank our veterans, and we get to sit here this morning and have breakfast with our heroes that gave so much, whether if it was stateside or abroad, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
The event also featured the wonderful sounds of the Hazleton Area High School Chorus and Band. Also taking part in this year's Veterans Program, the Hazleton Area High School Junior Reserve Officer Training Program. Junior ROTC, as it's known, is now in its very first year at the high school.
We have 43 students who are signed up for the Army Junior ROTC program here at Hazleton High School. It's going terrific. It's the program's first year. The students are enthusiastic, they're doing very well in class, and they're volunteering and doing service projects. So I say it's going very well so far.
The first gentleman I walked, actually, he told me that he was in the Air Force for 3 years, and I forgot where he told me he was deployed at, but the Air Force is where I want to go, actually. So I was just chatting it up with him, asking him how it was, and he said that it was fun. You know, they had some times where it was hard, but they went through it. They got through what they needed to get through, and you know, just it was fun overall.
So the mission of the Junior ROTC program is to create better citizens. You don't have to join the military or sign up for any service. Although some of the kids will go on to serve in some of the branches, mostly we're here to make better citizens that are patriotic, good people, and I'm very proud of our students because they exemplify that every day.
This annual Veterans Program was started by former high school principal Rocco Petrone and history teacher Enrica Bellucci. Now in its 8th year, this program not only honors those who served our country, but it also provides a living history lesson for the students.
It's great, honestly. It brings me joy seeing how happy they are, just like with a little bit of Just the small things we do for them, even though they've done so much for us.
It's new to me. I've never really done this before, and I don't really have any veterans in my family either. So it's nice to, meet veterans and like hear their story and all that stuff. So it's just nice to chat with them.
The students are learning about the military and learning more about their country, but one of the things that I'm always impressed with is that when we talk about veterans, those who've sacrificed, those who have volunteered to be patriots, put on the uniform and serve their country, the students speak about them with great reverence, and that's why they're here today, to have a chance to meet some veterans and to help serve them in a small way.
The featured speaker for the program, Major General Mark McCormick.
My message is basically going to be twofold. One is recognition, and the second is selfless service. We all, especially these young kids, are at a crossroads in their lives, finishing up high school, wondering what the next chapter in life will do, have goals, aspirations, and just letting them see through the example of all the residents in their community that the service in the military, service to the nation, should always be considered as one of those options as they move forward in life.
U.S. Army veteran Edward Szymanski has attended this program in the past and enjoys it each and every year.
You feel like the time you served was for a good cause now. A lot of these students bent over backwards the way it was, and staff, and the teachers and the staff and all the other people. Okay?
I love being here. I love hearing the stories. So many different generations are here, from the Korean War to Vietnam War. I spoke to gentlemen that just served stateside. There's so many great stories. And one thing we share, we have one thing we share in common, and that's just camaraderie. It's one thing you just don't find in the civilian workforce. But that military environment, that's the best camaraderie anybody could ever have.
One of the highlights to me is the tradition behind this event. This is not the first time Hazleton Area High School has done this, so that tradition, the seniors passing on to the freshmen in the school district, the importance of spending this little bit of time every Veterans Day era in that time frame to recognize the local community veterans.
To those who served in Vietnam, who came back to hostile, unwelcoming country, I say to you, welcome home.
I haven't spoken to many of the kids yet, but I'm extremely impressed. I've been to events like this from local school districts, and this is by far the most professional, I think the biggest event for recognizing the soldiers. They put in a lot of time and effort, and you can see that over the years they've done this and just continue to improve every time.